Closed captioning for sport fishing on the fly is brought to you by The Frog Boat, inspired by nature, ingenious by design.
Roche Lake is one of my favorite lakes to fish and did make my top 10 of all time lakes to fish. You know, the beauty of Roche is it has big triploid and diploided trout. Now the thing with triploided is they get very large. They can live 7 to 8 years. And the last time we fished it was with Brian Chan when the triploid stocking program was just getting started. So it's Roche Lake today with Brian Chan as we take you sport fishing on the fly.
Sport Fishing on the Fly is brought to you in part by Islander Reels, Precision Reels, and The Frog Boat, inspired by nature, ingenious by design, and Rio Products, specialists in fly lines, leaders, and tippet materials.
Now they got a breakfast fish.
All right.
I've never been out in the lake this early, but we did it because it's going to blow today.
Yeah. Well, we got out here how early? Probably it was like 7.
We're in the water at 7:30, man.
Well, look at you.
I couldn't even see my indicator. That's not good.
That isn't good at all. Yes, we're bumbling around in the dark, getting the boat going. Oh, that's a nice fish, Brian.
So if we're lucky we get it in, we can look at the marks because we've got triploid fish in here.
Yeah,
and
triploids.
And diploids, and I can tell you exactly how old this fish is and when it was stocked.
Now the big thing there, triploided, they get real big, they don't mature. Diploid, they do mature.
They do mature,
yeah.
And they stop growing. And
Right.
the triploids just keep putting body fat on.
Keep getting bigger. This is a nice one. You know, he's fighting good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's decent.
I think the water's going to be cold.
Oh yeah, I'm not putting my hand in there. We'll have to get the net for you. Get it ready to go.
Well, that's a nice fish.
Oh, it is. Very nice fish. So what'd you get them on, Brian?
I want a green leech.
Green leech. And,
On
you were saying that maroon and green are very popular
Good colors in the fall.
Yeah.
And on the intermediate, clear intermediate.
Right, we were hanging. We tried a little bit of hanging early. We got a couple small ones, right? Those little guys.
Yeah, we could tell. They wanted, the way that these fish were rolling, they wanted something stripped fast.
Yeah.
So
We'll
give them a leech.
Clear intermediate sink with the leech, a little quicker retrieve. And that's a real good point too, as far as changing it up. You know, sometimes the fish want it faster, sometimes they want it slower. Yeah. That's just the way it is.
You know, we love those indicators.
Oh yeah, me and you, indicator kings. See, you know what that means, Brian? That we're versatile.
I know.
We're
multi-talented. Tell Dale that.
I got to tell Dale that we're multi-talented. This is a nice fish. Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
That is a nice
fish.
Roche Lake fish.
Gorgeous color. So now you're going to tell us how you tell the markings, like the certain clippings you did to tell the year.
We'll look at the fish up close.
Okay.
So we'll see what it is. So we'll get the fly out. Look at the fly in the beak.
Yeah. Yeah, he just took it, eh?
That's where you want them. And
they're not going to get away there.
Now that, yeah, that water's cold. So right away you can tell the adipose fin is clipped.
Clipped, okay.
All right. And the other marks, that's the pelvic fins, and the left pelvic is clipped.
Left pelvic is clipped, yeah.
So it's an adipose left pelvic.
Okay.
And I'll just hold them up for a second to have a look.
Oh, that's a beautiful
Isn't that a pretty fish?
Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous fish. So now, can you remember from the clippings, or do
Yeah.
you have to?
Yeah, so I can remember from the clippings. So
Yeah,
it's
you
an
got it in your memory bank.
So we'll just
Yeah, let's let that guy go.
let that guy go.
Oh, gee, that's a gorgeous fish.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, man, that is nice. There he goes. Good job, Bri. First fish of the day.
First fish of the
I'd
day.
probably, hey, I bet you that's the earliest fish you've ever caught.
It is. It is. So I'm just going to. I gotta dry my hands. That water's cold.
Yeah, it
What
is
to do with
cold.
the temperature?
Let's talk about the temperature a little later.
So I just got. So that was adipose, left,
Adipose and left.
well, pelvic ventral we call them. That's the
Yeah.
ventral fin. So adipose left ventral. So that's a diploid.
A diploid, okay.
Oh, that was a big
I know
fish.
there's big fish jumping all around it.
So that
Okay, so
was
that's a diploid, so that'll mature.
So that's maturing. That was a female, probably maturing for next spring. That fish was stocked as a yearling in the spring of 2005. So it's 2005.
Yeah, 7.
It's 3 years old.
That's it.
It'll
3
be 4 years old next spring.
And when will it mature? 5?
Next spring.
Next spring.
That's a diploid, a 2-inch fish. So that fish is, that fish was pushing 20 inches.
Yeah, a few pounds.
And it's been in the lake for 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Pretty good growth.
That is great growth. Oh, this is going to be cool today. We're going to go through our little sheet
Yeah.
and tell everybody the maturity, and hopefully you got one of those big slabs when we say how old it is.
That's right.
A triploid. Good
There you
job,
go.
Bri. Good fish. Let's get another one. And you know what? I'm going to take one of those green leeches off you.
Yeah. Next cast, Don got another one.
Nice.
That guy just screamed out there.
Oh, you know what though? Funny thing is, he hit it twice.
Yeah, I missed him on the first one, and another 15 feet in on the retrieve, he pounded it.
The cool thing is, this is how quick that was. I'm still tying my fly, and you just gave me, and you picked another one. Oh yeah. And now, I want you to talk about how important it was to match the color. We tried the red, we tried the maroon,
Yeah.
we tried a few different colors.
And they wanted green, and maybe, I think they eat green. Sometimes it could be interesting. It could be imitating a gamma swimming by. But we were fishing bead-headed flies too, so there's a bit of gold flash there.
Well, they sure like the green.
And they pounded
just
it.
bam,
It was
bam.
no love tap. So
And now here's another important fact: is we saw happy fish. We saw them jumping
Yeah.
around us. So
And we
knew-
moved.
Right, we knew they were here. We saw the happy fish. It was just a matter of matching up what they wanted to eat.
That's right.
I tried a Bowman, got taps, right?
Yeah,
Tasted it, but
they
weren't
didn't
eating
want it. They
Yeah.
plucked it.
They plucked it. They weren't eating it. I tried the bulldog, my brother's favorite. Again, they plucked it, didn't want to eat it. Nice.
Nice fish. So I'll bring them over
Sure,
to this
come
side of the
over that
boat.
side, sure. And we'll see how old this guy is and what he is. Triploided or diploid, and everybody's always learning something on the show, especially when you got you on, Bri.
Yeah.
It's always good.
Get the fly out. Oh,
You ever gonna try to make some quadruploids?
yeah, quadruploids.
Probably a fish with 2 heads or something.
All right, so this is a,
So what's this little guy?
so it's not an adipose. Adipose is still there.
Oh, but he's got a fin clip on the, what side? I saw, or not adipose, I saw the left. Was it left or right then?
No, this is a, so this is a clip on the upper jaw. We also clip what's called the maxillary.
Oh, okay.
So this is a right max clip. See, it's missing. See that?
Oh, okay.
Compared to
That side.
That.
Okay, there's a maxillary. Okay.
Right there.
So not important to the fish, obviously.
no, but and we've clipped it there.
You've
So
clipped
this
it
is this is just a right max clip.
Okay.
Nice fish.
A real nice fish. So that's it, just the right max clip.
So
You better
you're
look
lucky
at.
you haven't put your hands in the water.
No, not yet. I haven't even got my fly on yet.
So get the little cheat sheet out here. So the right max clip is another 2N Penasque.
So that's a diploid.
It was stocked in the spring of 2006, last spring,
Okay.
as a yearling. So that fish is it was a year old then. It's 2.5 years old. It's a
Okay.
year younger than that first fish
Then the
we
first
caught.
one. Now that's a diploid though, 2N.
It's a 2N,
Yeah.
so it's a diploid
And a
fish.
3N is a triploid.
That's right.
Okay.
So the Fresh Society of BC We're stocking the 2 strains. It's a project that we're doing with the Ministry of Environment in Kamloops, and we're just testing sterile fish in here, the 3N fish, and we haven't caught one yet today, but hopefully we'll get one, and then you'll see the difference. And again, Roche is in a provincial park. It's managed for quality fishery, single barbless. It's a 2-fish limit, and you know, we're growing some big fish here. And
now, how big? Everybody wants to know. How big would you?
Well, we've seen fish this year till 9 pounds.
9 pounds, okay.
And we've seen fish jumping this morning that were well over 5.
Oh, for sure.
So we just got to fool those.
And you're thinking that the triploided fish will grow for probably 6, 7 years.
Yeah, they'll live. We know triploids will live for at least 8 years.
8 years.
And probably 9 to 10.
Compared to a diploid that'll go 5, 6 maybe.
Yeah, and then they're going to die of older age, and from the rigors of spawning will take their toll. So
I think it's important for everybody to know water temperatures. You know, we talk about it all the time. Springtime is a lot different than fall.
That's right.
So why don't you explain a little bit about water temperature?
Well, certainly in the fall, the water temperatures are dropping, and there's a sweet zone when fish are in these interior productive lakes are happy, and they start getting happy or really starting to feed once you get below about 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees centigrade, and then down to about 41, 42, and that's prime.
So that's your sweet zone. So really 45 is kind of your big thumbs
It'd
up.
be pretty good, yeah. It'd be good fishing. So it's most anglers should carry these.
No, that's fancy.
This is a simple digital thermometer that will tell you both centigrade and Fahrenheit.
Yep.
And so we can just turn it on.
Let's check it out. Check out your temperature, see what we have today.
We just put it in the water, and you probably need to leave it in there for about 20 seconds
20? Yeah,
to get down. So we've had it in the water.
And while Brian's checking the temperature too, again, I noticed in springtime, the water is cold and it's kind of warm, so that ideal temperature zone is a little different.
A little warmer because we're waiting for the bugs to hatch.
Right, so you want it above 50, 52 for things to happen.
To the mid-60s.
Right, and where the fall is, you get a real warm temperature, and you want that water to cool and drop down below 50, so 50 to 40. So there are your temperature zones.
Okay, so
and what do we have right now?
We've got surface temperature of 7.4 centigrade or 45.3 Fahrenheit.
Oh, perfect.
So 45 degrees Fahrenheit,
we're right in the zone.
These fish should be eating. And they will eat depending on, there's other factors like changing weather patterns, barometric pressure going up and down like a yo-yo.
Wow, and look at it today. I mean, it's blowing.
It's a little ugly today.
And we start, but it's early. Again, it's only the morning time. We got the afternoon to fish. So.
That's right. Yeah, so.
There you go. I hope everybody learned something on water temperature. Again, very critical for you to have these thermometers. I find it very important.
Yeah, it's great. Tells you what's going on.
Exactly. Finally, Brian lets me take a cast. Took first cast out there with the new green fly, and this guy ate it. And he's, again, real nice fish. Gee, you know what? This one isn't that big, but man, are they spunky. There's lots of life in them. Oh, so we'll check this guy too and see what he was.
Absolutely.
Very nice. Now every cast, okay, we've been here. You've taken 4 casts. You've caught 3 nice fish. This is my first cast after you gave me the green leech to put on, and this guy ate it.
Yeah, we probably should be taking this one to the bench, that fly.
Hey, there you go. Actually, you know what we'll do? Is let's go to the bench right now. We'll go to the bench, tie this fly up, and when we come back, we'll show you this fish. Today on the bench, we're going to tie you up something a little different. We've tied a lot of leech patterns before on the bench, but nothing like this. This one is a big pattern. Sometimes those fish want big leeches, and this is a real good imitation of that. It's a green leech. Make sure you have these materials ready before you tie the fly. For the hook, we're going to use a size 10 swimming nymph hook, some 8/0 black thread to tie with, a 1/8 gold bead as the bead, some light olive sparkle dub with red copper wire for the tail and the body. First step to all our patterns is tying in that black thread. And again, make sure you form a good base layer because we do want a good base layer of thread to lay our dubbing on after. The next step in the fly is important. We're we're going to create the body. And instead of actually creating a dubbing brush using my dubbing block, I'm going to show you how to do one right on the fly. So I've actually taken my red copper wire and threaded it through my bobbin. Now we're going to tie it onto the hook to form a good base layer, and then I'll proceed to show you how to do a doubling loop with this red wire. Now that I have the red wire tied in, we're going to form a dubbing loop with this red wire. So what we're going to do is take our red wire, pull it down about 6 inches to 7 inches, hook on a dubbing tool to hold the thread in position, take it up and wrap it around our hook to tie in this wire, this red wire, and then we'll actually snip it off. Then what we're going to do is take our sparkle dubbing, put it in between the two wires that we've formed, the loop essentially. Make sure we have lots of dubbing in the loop, and then we're going to take our dubbing tool and start spinning it to form a dubbing loop. And this is actually going to form a real nice dubbed body with a bit of a red rib on the body. Once the dubbing loop is created, we're going to take it and slowly wrap it forward to form the body. And wrap it all the way up. Again, this is a big pattern. We want this to be nice and thick and bushy, so I'm going to wrap it up all the way to the bead. The last steps to the fly are to whip finish it off, which I'm going to do right now, and then actually take your dubbing brush picker and really pick out the body heavily. You want this body to stay fairly thick, but you want to form a bit of a tail on the fly. So when you actually take your dubbing pick, really pull it hard, really pull that material out so you get a nice tail forming at the back of the fly. And trim off any excess that you think is too bushy. And there it is, the finished big green leech. You know, some days big fish want big flies, and that was the case today at Roche Lake. Every time we cast that fly out, it had to be big, it had to be green, and it had to be moving. He's a nice guy. Oh, you know what? I gotta put my hands in the water now.
Now look at the clips.
Okay. What I'm looking for is to see where he's clipped. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Get the fly out first. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There, fly's out. Okay. Now I'm looking, and we've got, okay, no fin clipping. And
Adipose is there.
the adipose is there. Now I'll check the right. That guy's there. And this one's missing, so right.
It's another right, Mac.
Yeah, another right.
Okay.
There he is there. Ooh.
They're a nice fish.
Whoa, shit. Well, I don't want to stick my hands in the water. It's too cold, but I guess I have to. Man, there he is there.
There you
Nice
go.
fish.
Beautiful.
Look at the colors.
Oh yeah.
Just chrome. There he goes. Oh, don't want to put my hands in that cold. So that is similar to the one you caught with the right.
That's right.
And what do you call it? The right
Mac.
right max? So what do we say?
It's been in the lake for 2 years.
2 years.
And it's a canaf. It's a 2-end fish, so it will sexually mature.
And the thing I love about these fish is they're just chrome. What, you know, it's just bizarre how they're so chrome in color.
All right.
Well,
can I make a cast now?
No, I'm going to cast real quick. You hold the camera. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, it's the 3rd week of October, and we are the only boat on the lake.
Yeah. I mean, the weather's not bad. It's warm enough. A little bundled up. You just got to... Oh, yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what a toad. That's a dandy fry. That's a big fish.
Oh, that makes my day.
Oh, totally.
We'll have a quick look at him.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what he is. Is he triploid, diploid? What the gig is? How old? You figure? Oh, look at the colors on that fish. Is that gorgeous?
All right, so look at that fish. And it's a right max clip. You can see the clip on the maxillary.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we'll check the charts, but what a beautiful fish. So we're ready to let him go?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a dandy.
There we go.
There he goes, right to the bottom. So right max clip.
So we're just,
And obviously an older fish than
Yeah,
the last
no,
one. That was
yeah.
right now it's clipped.
so we'll look on the sheet. And a right max clip was, so that fish is a diploid panasse. It's a sexually maturing fish.
Oh, okay.
It's not a triploid. It's
How old?
It was stocked as a yearling, as 1 year old, this long, in May of 2004. So it's 4 years old.
4 years old.
And
Wow.
it's been in the lake for 3 years.
And look at the size of it.
And look at the size.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, the big jump. Man,
It's good.
now I wonder if this guy's a triploid.
Is he nice and silver?
Oh, he is. He's just beautiful. Oh, I don't know. You know, I saw him jump there, and he had just those beautiful chrome colors to him. I mean,
Right.
you never know when because he jumped quite a ways away. Another note here is I just started my retrieve. It actually landed, did a couple of handover strips, real slow, and he ate it. Oh, man. Tell you what, one thing about Roche Lake, if you ever come up here, make sure you have 5 and 6 weights. A recommended setup for this lake, you've got to have 2 must-haves for sure. Clear intermediate sink line. If you want to fish boobies in the flats, Carl's Flats, you better have full sink. And if you want to catch guys like this, you also need the dry line for hanging indicators. I mean, we've had it where today, they haven't really wanted them slow, they wanted them moving, but you definitely need a dry line in here also. Oh, there's a nice one. Hey, Brian, look at how chrome this one is.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, just when I thought he was ready. Look at that fish. Oh, gee.
I think he's getting there.
He is. I'm just trying to keep turning his head.
Oh, beautiful fish.
Oh, and he's just by the
There he is.
corner. of the left.
Woohoo!
There he is. Oh, now I got to get my hands wet.
It's your turn.
My turn. There it is. There he is. There. One more shot. Just a beautiful fish. All right. Oh, gee. And he wanted to go right away.
Way to go, Don.
Right.
Oh, cold hands.
Freezing hands. Again, I want to thank you for coming out. Always fun to have you here. And you know one thing, always with Brian, I'm always learning something new.
Great day in the water.
It was a great day. Roche Lake, if you ever come here, make sure you take care, conserve the waters because there are big fish in here. Brian's made sure of it. The society is doing a great job to give us the best fishing opportunities we can in BC, if possible.
No, it's a well managed, the province is doing a great job managing it.
Yeah.
And the fish we stock in there, we saw them today.
And believe me, the fishermen like me, we appreciate it. So anyways, take care, and we'll see you next time when we take you sport fishing on the fly. To watch all our latest Sport Fishing on the Fly episodes and to order Sport Fishing on the Fly merchandise, head to www.sfotf.ca. And if you would like to book an adventure like this one showing, head to ontheflyadventures.ca and book yourself the trip of a lifetime.